In 2019, ICE arrested nearly 143,000 people. Among them were longtime residents, parents of U.S. citizens, and even military veterans. But why was the Trump administration so focused on deporting immigrants, many of whom had been living peacefully in the U.S. for years? Let's unpack the 5 key reasons that drove Trump's aggressive deportation policies. First, national security and crime concerns. Donald Trump's campaign and presidency heavily emphasized law and order. He often linked undocumented immigrants to crime, despite multiple studies showing immigrants commit fewer crimes than native-born citizens. In his first speech announcing his candidacy in 2015, Trump said, "They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists." This narrative fueled fear and was used to justify large-scale deportations, particularly of individuals with any kind of criminal record, even minor offenses or old charges. Trump's administration broadened the definition of criminal alien, increasing the number of people eligible for removal. It wasn't just violent offenders. It included people with traffic violations or expired visas. 2. Border control and immigration deterrence. Trump's zero-tolerance immigration stance was designed not only to deport, but to deter. The administration believed that tough policies, like family separation, expedited deportations, and publicized raids, would discourage people from trying to enter the U.S. illegally. The famous Remain in Mexico policy and efforts to end asylum protections were part of this strategy. By making life more difficult for undocumented immigrants already here and tightening the border for those trying to enter, the administration aimed to send a clear message: you're not welcome here. This went beyond politics. 3. Economic nationalism and jobs for Americans. Trump's America First policy extended to the job market. During times of economic stress, especially around the COVID-19 pandemic, immigrants were often framed as competitors taking jobs from Americans. In reality, immigrants are a vital part of sectors like agriculture, construction, healthcare, and tech. But the narrative that deporting them would open up jobs for U.S. citizens was a politically powerful one. During his presidency, Trump signed multiple executive orders to restrict visas, limit refugee admissions, and halt immigration from certain countries. 4. Political messaging and base mobilization. Deportation wasn't just a policy, it was a symbol. For many of Trump's supporters, strict immigration enforcement represented strength, control, and patriotism. 5. Dismantling Obama-era protections. Another major motivator? Undoing Obama's immigration legacy. From DACA, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, to Temporary Protected Status, TPS, Trump systematically targeted programs that shielded undocumented immigrants from deportation. He attempted to end DACA, which protected over 600,000 Dreamers who came to the U.S. as children. He also rolled back protections for immigrants from countries facing war, disaster, or persecution. These weren't just policy reversals. They were ideological moves, meant to redefine who gets to be American, and under what terms. By tightening every legal avenue for immigrants to remain in the U.S. For Donald Trump, immigration wasn't just a border issue. It was a battleground for safety, economy, and national identity. Deportations weren't random. They were part of a bigger plan. Understanding that helps us see the road America has taken and the direction it may go next.